Hey guys, how you doing? Let me get up here to the comments. Oh, wow. Looks like we got a whole bunch more in here. Okay. Hey, Sandra, Dave, PA, Debbie. And who else is in here? Hey, Pat. Scroll down here. Anyone else? Jeff, good to see ya. Hey, Robert. Good to see everyone. Now, as you see right here, tonight is, it's our end of the month podcast. And we have our drawing tonight. Let me show you. Let me just get this over and done with here. I'll take this comment down. The drawing will be at 9:30 tonight. And it is for, now Debbie, you may recognize this. Yeah, Christmas. It's Christmas PJ bottoms. Bigfoot Christmas PJ bottoms. They're drawstring. Unfortunately, the only ones that we have are size 2X. But the good thing is they've got the drawstring, so you can pull them nice and tight if you're skinny. If you're larger than 2X, well, oh well, sorry. Yeah, they're cute. I like those too. Yeah, it'll be an early Christmas, huh? But yeah, they've got the drawstring at the waist, so all you have to do is just pull it nice and tight. David, you may be skinny. Yeah, I think I think so. Yeah, just pull in the drawstring and there you go. Hey, Diane, good to see you. Yeah, looks like we got a pretty good crowd in here. Well, let's, for the drawing, yeah, Diane, I don't know if you saw what the drawing is for tonight. Bigfoot Christmas PJ bottoms. They've got an elastic waist plus a drawstring. They're long length. Depending on how tall you are, they'll go to your ankles or your feet or your calves, depending on how tall you are. I don't know. I have no idea what the length of them are, but they're long. And if you're sleeping, who cares? But again, with the size 2X, just, if you're skinny, with the elastic waist and the drawstring, just pull it nice and tight. Yeah, Deb, you remember buying those. Yeah, I think all you got was, yeah, maybe all that was available was 2X. But yeah, that's what we got. Oh, Pat, you were invited. You almost ran up. Oh, okay, Deb. Well, whoever, what I'll do is like I did the last time for the drawings. If you want to be in the drawing for this, say, just type in the word PJs, and I will make a list, and I'll put in, gonna make room for my notepad here because I'm gonna write down everyone's name. Just type in the word PJs if you want to be in the drawing for the PJ bottoms. And They're cute. They really are. But what I'll need, whoever the winner is, I'll need your address and you have to be. Oh, cool, Jeff. Yeah, you'll have to be at the present at the end of at 9:30 tonight, or what is it, 9:15. Yeah, the drawing will be at 9:15 p.m. and that's Eastern Standard Time. You'll need to do the conversion to your. Okay, Sandra. Yeah, you'll need to do the conversion for your own time zone. Okay, so far we've got David Blaylock and Sandra Piper, for the drawing. And so come on, people, get in on the drawing. Because right now it's 50-50. Now, Deb, I hope that you'll help me keep track. If someone else types in the word PJs, give me a heads up, let me know. And I want to make sure that I have everyone. I'll double check at the end, by naming everyone. And I'll backtrack through the comments to make sure I get everyone. But Jeff, that's cool. Very, very cool. All right. Thanks, Deb. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I've got my pen ready and my notepad so I can type in or write in these names. But in the meantime, we'll get down to the nuts and bolts, the business end of the thing here. Let's see, what is the nuts and bolts here? All right, events. That's a shame, Pat. I really would have loved to have seen you at Salt Fork. Man, that would have been cool. Dave, yeah. I'm not mean. I'm not mean to her. I'm not mean. I'm just little sister. She's the big sister, and I'm the little sister. And if you have a little brother or sister of your own, you know how it is with the little sibling, younger sibling. We got to do what we got to do, We got to keep the older siblings, in on their toes, and that's my job. Oh, your little brother is 6'5". Holy crap. Well, you're pretty tall yourself, Dave. All right, so okay, nuts and bolts. I'll just do what events are coming up, and right now it's few and far between. That's right, Pat. Pecking order. That's a pecking order. Well, heck yeah, Deb. Of course, duh. Yeah. All right, September 19th through the 22nd. Hi, John. Good to see you. September 19th through the 22nd, we have the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project Campout. That's going to be held at Tracy Ridge Campground. That's a recreation area in Bradford, Pennsylvania, McCain County. I think the campsites are only like $12 each. And, yeah, that'll be campsites 92 Or is it 99? We'll say 92 through 122. Hey, Michael. Oh, good to see you. But hopefully we'll have a pretty good crowd at this camp out. I'm really hoping. We had activity last year. October 5th is the Jefferson Volunteer Fire Department Bigfoot Festival that is being held in Greene County in Jefferson, Pennsylvania. That is hosted by the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Research Project. They're good friends of ours, and I help them out as much as I can, advertise. Oh, okay. How much does it cost to come? Okay, you're camping over in 271 Primitive Camping. Hey, we don't charge anything, PA. We don't charge a penny for us. It's just your expenses for your campsite. That's it. Just your camping expenses. We don't charge anything for what we do. Donations are gratefully accepted. But yeah, we don't charge anything. We are not like some of those other organizations, that charge hundreds of dollars. And the information that we have, we freely give out. I have tons, literally tons, a wealth of. Oh, okay. What's Tracy Ridge Campground cost? $12 a night. PA. They are $12 a night. Hey, Phyllis. Good to see ya. All right. So that's the two events coming up. And what else? I was talking about in the group, in our files section, both files and featured section, we have a ton, literally a ton of information in there that we freely give. Information that I myself and good friends have compiled over the years, and we freely share. This is our knowledge that we've things that we've learned. I have it in my book also, everything that's in there, almost everything, what I've learned about Bigfoot, 50 years and counting, by Mary Fabian. All that, most of it is in my book, but it's also free in the group in the file section. The book is $15 on Amazon, or if you want an autographed copy, just send me a message, and I'll autograph for you and send it over to you for $20. And that extra $5 is just to cover, the shipping, the medium mail shipping. All right, let's see, what else do we have? We have hoodies, more hoodies available, like we gave out the last time. The navy blue hoodies with the Bigfoot and the American flag. And we also have decals. I think the decals, those are 10. I know that I have some patches here, and I don't know where they're at. My desk is a mess. I'm trying to get my office organized, and I bought a ton of supplies in order to organize some organizational helps, drawers and shelves and such and so on. Okay, we also have available, right now we've got a few raffles that we're running on the group for, let's see, there's stainless steel shot glasses. There's a raffle for those. It's a set of 4 stainless steel Bigfoot shot glasses. I think those are, it's $1.50 for a chance, and there's 10 chances. What else we have? I think we've got a raffle for t-shirts and a raffle for our logo hoodies also. Okay, so, and I'm not paying attention to what's going on here, but let's see what's going on. Okay, oh. Yeah, Pat, yeah, tell Cousin Joe that we said hi. Okay, and as a reminder, because I see there's new people on here, tonight is the drawing for our end of the month prize, and the prize is a pair of Bigfoot Christmas PJ bottoms. They're really cool, as you see, elastic waist and a drawstring tie. The size that we have available is 2X. And if you're size 2X, they'll fit you perfect. If you're skinnier, just pull in the drawstring nice and tight, and they'll fit you whatever size you are, up to 2X. They're nice. I really like these. Really nice. They're long, come down to your ankles probably. Oh, Michelle, I missed you. Okay, so if you want, thank you, Deb. If you want to be in the drawing for the PJ bottoms, the Bigfoot PJ bottoms, just comment PJs, and I will include you in the drawing. So, yeah, or wash them in really hot water and hope they shrink a little. Throw them in the dryer, wash them in hot water, so they'll shrink, you know, if you're skinny. So, but yeah, with that drawstring waist, yeah, they'll fit, you know, even if you're skinny. They'll be nice and loose, and you want something nice and loose whenever you're sleeping anyways, to be able to move around. Okay, put Michelle, thank you. Okay, Michelle. Thank you, Deb, I missed that. Yeah. You don't want to be in the drawing, Michael? You're not skinny, you're small bone. Anyway, that should be your okay, thank you, Michael. I'll put you in. All right. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else want to be in the drawing? Your motto. Okay. Let me see if I can keep that that announcement up about that drawing. So, all right, here we go. Hi, Cynthia. Okay, you want to be in on the drawing? Just comment PJs. Flat rock. I see. Okay. Yeah, if you want to be in on the drawing, comment PJs. John, I see. John Lamb. All right. Cynthia. Okay. Or did you? Okay, yes, Cynthia, you commented PJs. All right. Hi. No, they are not Speedos, and they're not trunks. They're not boxers. They are long PJ bottoms, and they've got the Christmas theme on them. Bigfoot Christmas theme. There's the drawstring and elastic waist. So, okay, thanks, Deb. I think I got flat rock. Yes, I did. I got flat rock. Okay. I know I've got, okay. I've got to keep my notes. You're getting John a Bigfoot Speedo. You quit your job. Jeez. What the heck? John, they only come in one size. They only come in one size, 2X. But they have the elastic waist and drawstring, so you can pull them snug. Yeah, you can. Yeah, they'll fit nice and loose. On anyone, but yeah, for your waist size, yeah, they'll fit good. And just pull the drawstring waist. Yeah, what happened, Dave? It was a side job. Well, how come you quit? Oh, okay. Oh my God. I was so sorry that I missed, their live stream last night. I really wanted to be in on that. I fell asleep. I was whooped and just, I fell asleep. They had the author on there. I don't think that he's pool boy. John was going to be Phyllis's pool boy and wear a Bigfoot themed Speedo. Okay, Dave, you butted heads. Yeah, then I don't blame you a bit. I've walked out of plenty of jobs. I've had a lot of, in my younger days, I had a lot of 1 or 2 day jobs that I just walked out of that they weren't right. And I knew that they weren't right. I wasn't going to waste my time or their time, and just walked out. And one of them, and one of them, I waited around and I chewed out the boss and let him know exactly what the problem was, what his problem was, and no, and yeah, I used to work retail way back in the 80s and 90s, and then I took some night school classes that I dragged my sister to, and she took a couple night school classes with me, and then I continued my classes and went up to college and got into, I was, the night school classes were learning how to work a computer. And that was back in the 90s. And then I went from there and took college classes for medical. I was going to be a nurse, but way too expensive. I couldn't afford the tuition. Yeah, Deb, we did. We had a lot of fun. And so I just transferred those credits over to medical insurance, and eventually ended up retiring from Blue Cross Blue Shield. And thank God I'm out of insurance. I almost had a stroke at the end there. It's stressful. He just needs some fans and feed you grapes. Yeah, Deb, that was back in the 80s. Yeah. But again, anyone who wants to be in on the drawing. No, nothing to be sorry about, Dave. I was planning on retiring soon anyways. And that just precipitated that decision. And I haven't regretted it a bit. I'm very happily retired, and I've very, very briefly and occasionally thought about getting a part-time job, but my part-time job is this right here, running Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project. You know what, Pat, Phyllis, Michael, everyone, whoever, whenever my sister Debbie and I were little, we had a swimming pool. But after that, we're adults and everything, and we joke around, and we always say, whenever we hit the lottery, we're going to have a pool boy. And no matter what his name is, doesn't matter what his real name is, we're going to call him Rayol. Yes, we all, we're just going to call whoever our pool boy is Rayol. So if you don't like the name Rayol, then don't be our pool boy. Okay, this is our end of the month prize. The drawing will be at 9:15, so stick around for that. That's Eastern Standard Time. This is size 2X, but as you see, it has an elastic waist and a drawstring, so you can pull it nice and snug if you're smaller, if you're skinny. That's right, Rayol. So 9:15 is the drawing. If you want to be in on the drawing, you have to comment PJs. Okay, so far we've got, and you guys can remember your numbers. Number 1, I'm just going in order of whoever. John, you go by 1 at the pool. Yeah, I just wrote this down in order of everyone who commented. So the first commenter who commented PJs, number 1 is David Blaylock. Number 2 is Sandra Piper. Number 3 is Michelle. And I apologize, Michelle, I cannot remember what your last name is. Number 4 is Michael X. Number 5, Flat Rock. Ken, hi Ken. Number 6 is John Lamb. Number 7 is Cynthia Cox. So anyone else who wants to be in on the drawing, comment PJs. And you have to be on here to comment, because I'll tell you what, let me just, I'll type in my email address right now, so you can email me or send me a message on private messenger. Joe always licks the sides of the pool. Oh my God. Oh, holy crap. Okay. All right, hold on here. Oh, is that? No, it's not. Okay. I cannot see what I'm typing. No, no, no. Okay. If you are the winner, number one, you have to be on here at 9:15 for the drawing. And you can send me an email or private message. Boy, oh boy, hold on a second. This is really off. There we are. Send me a private message or preferably private message, because I hardly ever check my email, with your address and so on. And we'll get that mailed off to you. But again, that's for the drawing. Comment PJs if you want to be in on the drawing. Okay, Phyllis. All right. Number 8. All right. Ooh. Phyllis, you are number 8. Cool. All right. We're doing good. Very cool. All right. All right. So, let me get over here to what I wanted to talk about tonight. We've got, there was a story that popped up about a sighting in Pennsylvania, a dogman sighting. And so it was a letter that came in, and this is on a public website. The letter was not addressed to me, but I'll read you the letter. It says, it's titled, Huge Quadruped Cryptid Canine Encountered in Columbia County, Pennsylvania. Now that came in on the phantomsandmonsters.com website. All right, 3 young men were deer hunting in Columbia County, Pennsylvania, when they observed a huge quadruped canine that was watching them. The description is similar to cryptid canine sightings in the state. Now, Lon is the owner of that website. The letter is addressed to him. Hi, Lon. A friend referred me to your Pennsylvania Dogman map. Maybe what we saw would qualify as one of these creatures. I was out deer hunting with my older brother and his best friend a few years back. I want to say 2017. We were in Columbia County, a few miles east of Elk Grove. We had been walking along a trail for a good 2 miles at least. On one side of the trail is a decent drop and then a creek, and on the other side is a decent uphill section and a huge forest. It was about 6 a.m. by this point, and we were just sort of quietly talking to each other when a horrific noise split the air. We all froze and looked at each other with expressions on our faces doing all the work. Okay. We knew it came from up in the forest, and where we are, there aren't any big predators or really anything out there that we should be scared of. So we shouldered our rifles and headed up to find out exactly what made this sound. I wish we hadn't. We got to a clearing and the trees were thinning out, and my brother flicked on his spotlight, big and bright with excellent range. Way up ahead of us was the strangest looking figure I've ever seen, like the general shape of a wolf, but just off. It was stopped on the edge of another tree line further up the hill, looking right at us, pacing side to side. My brother's friend and I had our rifles trained on it, trying to get a good look. We couldn't count out the fact it was another hunter's dog that was lost, so we, against my gut feeling, went up after it. As we went up after it, it became increasingly obvious this thing was watching us very intently. The closer we got, the more we realized this was definitely not a hunter's dog. It was big, really big, and just the way it moved and its entire demeanor was just so unsettling. We kept 2 rifles on it and one in the opposite direction, slowly made our way back down, and haven't been back there since. I don't really talk about it either, as we still don't know what we saw, and people usually jump to the BS conclusion because, like I said before, where we live, there are not really any big predators. Okay, and Lon puts a note at the end of, okay, he says, note, this was along Fishing Creek, which was confirmed by the witness. It was a quadruped. The witness said that it looked like a timber wolf, but it was very dark and the snout was not as long as those he had seen in photos. It also had a sloping back like that of a hyena and was quite muscular. The description is very similar to other sightings of quadruped cryptid canines that I have received in Pennsylvania. This location is just west of Ricketts Glen State Park. I have updated the Pennsylvania Dogman Upright Canine Reports map. Lon. Okay, now that is pretty compelling. Pretty good sighting report. Now what I should do, and let me see if I can, where to go. Oh, no. Okay. I'll go to the map and I will link that map for you here in the comments so you can see. Okay, is that it? Yes. There, share. Don't do that to me. Okay. Save. Okay. I'll put the link for this here in the comments. Boy, there have been a heck of a lot of comments while I was reading that. Okay. Yeah, I'll put the web link in case you're curious to go to that map. That's in the comments. All right. Apparently not. Just going by that report, it didn't make any noise. Okay, I'm going to backtrack. Hopefully, okay, I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss any comments. Anyone wants, the PJ bottoms. If anyone commented PJs. Phyllis, yeah, Joe and Pat are fantastic. they're absolutely fantastic people. Aw. I'll bet you got some crazy recordings from there, Pat. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty intense report. Okay, Columbia County, that is in eastern Pennsylvania. Sort of northeast, going by memory. Let me see if I can bring it up on my map. I don't want to lose. Okay, Google Maps. Hold on. Yeah, Ricketts Glen State Park. If it was near Ricketts Glen, that is in northeast Pennsylvania. Okay, Columbia County, PA. Yeah, okay, yes. It's near Wilkes-Barre. If you look along the top of the state, west to east, east to west, runs I-80 highway. It's right across I-80 between Wilkes-Barre and Lock Haven, Williamsport. Okay, a little northeast of Harrisburg. But yeah. So, and as for predators, there's bears out there. So yeah, he was kind of wrong about that. I don't know if he doesn't consider bears as predators, but yeah, there are. Okay, Diane. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've heard quite a bit about Ricketts Glen. I like to camp out there sometime. Okay, not Bash, but do you see something odd? I don't see any investigations in the Allegheny National Forest. Oh, PA, believe me, there are a lot of people, a lot of organizations, a lot of people who do investigations in the Allegheny National Forest. In fact, there's one this weekend that if I had transportation that, it's at, the, our active research area that we have is in the Allegheny National Forest. And we go up there, our team, I talked about this last week, where we have a team member from Canada, team member from New York, and a local Warren County investigator. And we're introducing another investigator there also from Warren County. And then myself, very, very active up there. All the Kinzu Dam area is extremely active. Okay. Okay, what did bear sound like? Oh, okay. Yeah, clacking teeth. Okay, teeth pops, yeah. Huffing and so on, growling. Okay, there's no findings or marks of dogman in the Allegheny National Forest. I don't think so. I don't recall, but I put the link to the dogman map for Pennsylvania, just a few comments up from yours, PA, and just click on the map, and that'll show, current reports. And offhand, see, I don't keep track of dogman reports. I have enough on my hands with a Bigfoot reports, but I do occasionally delve into dogman reports. But yeah, I don't think there's any. I myself, I'm trying to remember if I've heard of any reports personally from the Allegheny National Forest, and I don't think so. But Ricketts Glen, where this story that I just told, that's further east from the Allegheny National Forest. Yeah, I don't know. He said that I think I recall on that report that the guy said there was a snout. So it was either it's either a dogman or a Bigfoot that has the snout, and there are Deb, no, we're not. Well, I'm not planning on going to Ricketts Glen in the immediate future. I do want to go there sometime because I've heard quite a bit about it. So it's possible, PA, that it's either a Bigfoot that has the snout, and I think that's what the type 3. Yeah, that's the type 3. Or else it's a dogman, one or the other. One has the legs like a dog, and the other one has legs like a Bigfoot. That's the two ways to tell which one it is. One is a primate, and one is not. And I don't know why on earth I'm getting stuffed up. Yeah. Yeah, the witness report, it was a little awkward. Okay, yeah, reports on I-80 and 99. Yeah, there's plus there's a lot of dogman reports in Mercer County also, which is just 20 miles north of me. But yeah, I've taken a few reports, dogman reports. Hey, Patty, good to see you. Finally, you made it. Hey, hush. Sorry about that, guys. All right, just in case there's new people in here, and which I know there is with Patty, we are having the drawing tonight at 9:15. It's for Bigfoot Christmas tree themed PJ bottoms. See that? They're cute, really cute. Elastic waist and drawstring. They only come in size 2X. That's it, 2X. So if you're skinnier than 2X, elastic waist plus the drawstring, you'll be able to pull it in and make it fit. But yeah, if you want to be in the drawing for the PJs, just comment PJs, and I'll add you to the drawing. Okay. Well, if you want to be in on the drawing, Patty, just comment PJs. Yeah, Phyllis, I want to get down there. Okay, Patty, I'll add you. You are number 9. Patty. Okay. Yeah, I want to get down to Greg's place. I really do. Well, both Greg. Yeah, Deb, I just wrote her down. Yeah, I really want to get down to Greg's place, and both he and Kumbo. And I've got quite a few friends who live right around that area, Florence and so on, right around there, that I want to visit one of these days. I'm hoping next year. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get. Yeah, I need to get a vehicle because we're down to one vehicle right now, and that's really cramping things. But hey, is what it is. But yeah, I've heard so much about Greg, for years, about his property. Really want to get in there. No birds, no crickets, frogs, nothing. Yeah, that's the way my property used to be over at the other place. Yeah, as soon as the tree frogs would stop, I knew immediately that SOB was hanging around. Yeah, that's spooky. Come down to the Gulf Coast. Yeah, my sister and I and our family were there many, many, many moons ago. Many moons, and we loved it. We swam in the Gulf of Mexico, Galveston Bay. Loved it. It was so nice. Yeah, we traveled through Texas quite a bit. Went to, let me see, we came down through Tennessee, Chattanooga, saw Stone Mountain, traveled down to, through the other states, to Louisiana, New Orleans, and then Texas, Galveston, Houston, San Antonio. We went to the Alamo. Okay, you got booger sightings right by you. Ooh, cool. Very cool. Patty Gregg lives in Alabama. And man, really want to get down there. Really, really want to get down. Oh, you're going to drop your camper there? Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot to tell everyone that, this week, this past weekend, Misty, hey, good to see you. Yes, Bama. Misty, I don't know if you want to be in on the drawing, but we are having a drawing tonight. They're PJ bottoms, Bigfoot Christmas PJ bottoms, elastic waist and drawstring. They're size 2X. That's the only size that we have. But with that drawstring waist, you can just snug it up to fit. PJs are supposed to fit loose anyways. But if you want to be in on the drawing, just comment PJs. And you have to be here at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just comment PJs, and I'll add you in. And let's see. And yeah, Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 or 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Misty, you are number 10. Yeah, I'll do the drawing. Okay, you're going to be, okay, cool. Yeah, that way, yeah, you can, you'll know that you won, number one, plus, whoever the winner is, just send me a private message, or my email is above also, which I hardly ever check my email. But I prefer if you comment or send me a private message with your mailing address if you're the winner. And let's see, what were we talking about? Yeah, that was a fantastic trip, but that was way back when, way back. Yeah, Misty cooks late too. Well, I think Misty is an hour behind us. So I think for you guys, you're in Central Time Zone, so it would be 7:30 right now for you guys. And David, you're all the way over on the West Coast, so yeah, I know for you guys it's what 5:30 or something. Okay, Misty's Eastern. Okay, that's right. That's right. You're in Virginia also, I think, maybe. But anyway, this past weekend, I attended a camp out at Salt Fork State Park and had a fantastic time. It had been over a year since I'd been there, and I was really jonesing to get out, really jonesing to get out and camp. And the weather was nice. It was okay. Thank you, Greg. Greg, you are number 11. But yeah, we, the weather during the day it was nice, but then for sleeping in, it hung on to 79 degrees for far too long into the evening, and it was uncomfortable. And I'd forgotten my fan, so fortunately there's a Walmart 20 minutes away. Thank God for that. Thank God for Walmart. So I ran over to Wally World and grabbed a little fan. I had my Jackery with me, of course, and just plugged it right into the Jackery, and I ran it all night, and so it was comfortable. Sinead was with me. It had been quite a while since Sinead had gone camping with me, but she, a few years ago, I think it was 2018, I had taken her camping at Salt Fork in the fall, I think it was. Salt Fork, their campground is open year round. I think they'll open up just one section year round, but we've camped there in the wintertime in the snow. It's great, love it. At least there, you have electric you can plug into, so you can bring a heater. But whenever Sinead, now let me backtrack and I'll tell you about what happened to Sinead back in 2018 at Salt Fork. Ooh. I was camping along with a friend. We were in Section A, all the way at the very end right around it. There's a circle that vehicles circle around, and we were camped at the circle. At the end of our campsite, there's a bluff that runs down through the woods to the lake. Now, this campsite, there's been sightings at this campsite before of people seeing something very large with red eyes down in the woods below the camp. So, of course, that's why we camped there. And I had tied Sinead's lead at a tree right at the top of the bluff. So, if she had to go to the bathroom or something, she could go right there, or go down over the hill a little bit and go. But this was nighttime. She was on her lead, and I watched her. She went to just the edge of the bluff. She didn't go down, just standing at the edge of the bluff. And she started to squat down and look to the side. And just all of a sudden, she bolted and ran straight to me with a panic look in her eyes. And her ears were laid back, her tail was tucked, and just completely in a panic. And so I unhooked her, and immediately I put her in the truck where she would be safe. I calmed her down, held her in my arms, calmed her down, and then I put her in the truck where she'd be safe. And then my friend and I went over and looked down over the bluff. Well, if there was something there, it was gone. Didn't see anything. And really couldn't find any tracks in the morning. But this past weekend, the campout started, I think, on Wednesday evening. I arrived on Friday. I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday. And apparently there was, I guess, no activity the first night. I didn't hear of anything, and that's usually the way it goes. But the second night, they experienced some, they heard some vocals, saw eyes shine right along the tree line at the edge of camp. Now, this is a different camp than the main campground at Salt Fork. Where we camp, it's the group camp, where it's all primitive, just a big open field right around, and there's trees and a swamp right below us that runs down to the lake. Okay. And there's usually, a couple certain areas in this group camp that are usually very active. And I guess the second night they were there, they had a few tree knocks and eye shine and so on. Well, Friday night, whenever I got there, even during the day, I heard something walking in the woods behind my camp. I could hear tree snaps where something was stepping on tree limbs. They're not stealthy there. Whenever they want to be heard, yeah, they will be heard, and that's usually the way they are there. In that section of the park, it's usually juveniles. It's a nursery area. Nighttime, after I went to bed, along with Sinead, I heard a couple vocals, a couple whoops, and tree snaps and tree knock. And then I think right around 3 a.m., I heard, yeah, Pat, you should have. And then right around 3 a.m., I think I heard where it banged on somebody's trailer. And I heard that before whenever I've gone up there, where they'll just whack the side of the trailer. I think the first year that I camped there, I was sleeping and something rocked my truck as I slept inside the cab of the truck, and I found handprints on my truck the next morning. Well, I guess either Friday or Saturday, no, Saturday or Sunday morning, something rocked someone. I can't remember whose pickup truck it was, but someone's truck got rocked, pushed on and rocked, and handprints were found on their truck. And again, these are juveniles. They like to play with you. Yeah, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is the magic hour. They love to fool around right around that time. But they come in full daytime. Whenever we were there one time a couple years ago, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we're standing around just gabbing, and we heard a huge bang on the side of someone's camper, and that's what it was. Full daytime. They come up and whack the side of the trailer, of maybe 100 feet away. They're bold there. They're pretty bold. They're mischievous, and they'll come around. They'll push in on sides of a tent just to scare people. The one guy, he said that I think it was Friday night. He said that something pushed in on his tent, and he could feel something running down the back of his head as he laid there, through the tent fabric. And people occasionally they'll sleep there without putting the rain fly on, and so they can watch the stars. Well, a few people have seen something looking in on them through the mesh. Okay, you saw the thermal, yeah, by Bill's truck. Yeah, Patty was there a couple years ago, and saw something. She saw a figure through her thermal over by another friend's pickup truck, and the friend got up and he was acting weird. So, Greg, you had activity last night. Okay, 1:15 to 3, all around your man cave, tapping on the walls and moving stuff on both porches. Jeez. Yeah, coming up on the porch. That's they've been doing that at our research area too. The nights have been so warm that the elderly couple that lived there at our research area in the Allegheny National Forest, they've been sleeping with the patio door open. The screen door is still shut, but the patio door is open to let in fresh air. And just about every night, they'll walk up to that patio door and leave handprints and nose print, on the patio door. Hey, Superfly. If you want to be in on the drawing for a pair of Bigfoot PJ bottoms, Christmas design, just comment PJs. They are size 2X, but they have a elastic waist and a drawstring, so you can pull them tight, no matter how skinny you are. But just comment PJs if you want to be in. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to be in on, okay, Superfly. You just hang around till 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. You are number 12, Superfly. That's so 80s, Superfly. Okay, number 12. But yeah, Salt Fork State Park is, you know, I love to camp right there in that group camp. But there are other active areas within the park, that you can camp at. There's an area called Bigfoot Ridge, and the park rangers are in on this. There's a huge official sign. The state park named that section Bigfoot Ridge. And they regularly have conventions there, festivals. They welcome Bigfooters there. They've asked me to speak at. They had a podcast going at. It was a couple years ago. They wanted me on the podcast. Okay, J.R. Haynes, number 13, J.R. Haynes. You are number 13 for the drawing. Okay. Yeah, it'll be on at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do the drawing, and you have to be here. If you wanna win, you have to be here. At 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, lucky number 13, JR. Wow. Oh my. Yeah, Michael. It's great, that Salt Fork, those rangers, all the workers at the lodge, they welcome Bigfooters, and they encourage us and openly talk to us. They won't admit to seeing anything, but it's even up at the lodge itself. They have problems with the Bigfoot up there moving their trash cans. Yeah, every single morning up at the lodge, they'll find the trash cans down over the hill that the Bigfoot have snatched them up and dragged them down over the hill and raided them. And yeah, Shawnee also. Okay. That's cool. Very cool. I want to get into Wayne, and I know they changed the name at Wayne. Was it State Forest? It's what I've heard, that they changed the name of Wayne State Forest, but me and everyone else will still call it Wayne State Forest. A friend of mine, he's a researcher in, I think it's Woodbury area. I think he may host a camp out in Wayne State Forest, at least possibly. He wanted to do it at Salt Fork, but they're booked. The group camp is booked, and they're closing it up early. At least the group camp, unfortunately. So But I really wanted to get in at Wayne anyway. But I really want to get out to your area also. So we'll see. What the heck? Okay, nothing important. Oh yeah, another little bit of news. Answered prayers almost. Almost. It may take a few days, but I'm in negotiations with someone making an offer on the house, and if you know about the house that I'm selling. It's part of an estate that I'm the executrix on. And so we got an offer. We're just negotiating back and forth, and it's, we're in the hole no matter what. We're in the hole with it. We're just negotiating, so Lou and I won't be so much in the hole about that house. But our realtor is talking to another person also. So it's possible we'll be getting another offer. I hope, I pray. The other person that I'm talking with, their last offer, I told them to give me a few days, to think about it, go over the finances. And so we'll see. No, it's not the house we're living in now. It's my ex-husband's house. He passed away last year. And somehow, some way, I became the executrix of the house. Yeah, it's an albatross. It is literally a millstone albatross of a house. Money pit, at least for us. For a flipper, it would be great. If you're, for house flippers. But Lou and I are beyond that. We've been there and done that, and the house is too far away for us to put the money into and flip it. So, we're just gonna, we there was a hoarder in there, and a squatter. And it was a real mess. And so now we're just trying to get rid of it. We had to put money. Patty, I was going to ask, I was going to ask you about her. Oh, I am so sorry to hear. Oh, all I can say is prayers for her family. Prayers going out, for her family and her friends. I'm so sorry. I just, anyone else who has any prayer requests, go ahead and throw them in here. We can pray about them later. Yeah. Phyllis, there's a guy down there calling himself Lieutenant Dan. He has legs. He has good shrimp, though. Okay. I love shrimp. So, Phyllis, are you in Alabama or Louisiana. Okay, Deb, unspoken prayer request. Okay. Okay. Goodness, pop-ups. Yeah, any prayer requests, you can just put down unspoken if you want, or just give us a minimum amount of information. Doesn't matter. We'll pray, or you can message me privately, and I'll pray. You've got a bunch of prayer warriors in here, and okay, you're on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Okay, cool, very cool. Bubba Gump. There was good friend of mine, very good friend. His Bigfoot nickname, whenever he was in the Bigfoot Outlaws, his nickname was Bubba Gump. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple years ago. He was good friend, good friend. Excellent, outstanding Bigfooter. I don't know, Greg, did you ever meet Bubba? Jim Grant? No, that was, Jim Grant was from Mississippi. I know that. Bear. And, but Bubba, his name was Jim Hart. He was from Florence, Alabama. But yeah, Jim Grant Bear, he was from Mississippi. I met him. He had asked me to become a Bigfoot outlaw back in 2017. Kumbo's good friend, yeah. Bubba Gump. He was his best friend. Okay, you talked to him several times. Okay. He was, Bubba was a very good friend. Oh God, I miss him. I really miss him. He was hilarious. High-tech redneck. High-tech redneck. You knew Jim Grant from Southern Mississippi? Yeah, this Jim Grant, I can't remember what area of Mississippi he was from. But he also went by Jim King or Bear, short and round, wore a cowboy hat, and very down home talking. Goodness. Patty, you're kind of over here by yourself, believing in your area, but maybe your husband's getting the idea now. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope so. Oh, my. I don't know what it is. Ugh. Okay. Scuba instructor. No, that's not Bear. Yeah, Patty, I hope that your husband's coming around. I hope so. He would be a good resource to help you out. Superfly, yes. Yes, he is. Did I catch a cold at Salt Fork? No, but for some reason, I don't know what, excuse me, I don't know what it is. I spend time down here and I get stuffed up. So I don't know what it is. Whenever I come down here to my office, I get the snorfles. Blazing Saddles. No, it was pretty warm there at Salt Fork, even overnight. But it was nice. I had a lot of fun. Hey Jeff, yeah, that's cool. And it was a Dogman report that you took, Jeff. A purifier, probably. I know we've got a dehumidifier down here. There's we built a house 7 years ago, and there's springs right below the house, and it's at first we had problems with the whenever we would run the dehumidifier, it would bring up constant water, but now there's hardly any water comes through the dehumidifier. But even so, we still run it just to be sure. But yeah, I'll have to talk to Lou about getting an air purifier. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, Jeff. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you'll have to. Boy, if I had time, I'd get you on here to talk a little bit about your the report you took, it if you'd want to share it. But unfortunately, we're having a drawing for a prize at 9:15. Hey Joe, how you doing, cuz? But Jeff and Joe, both of you, we are having a drawing for a prize. The prize is Bigfoot PJ bottoms, as you see, elastic waist and a drawstring at the waist. We only have these. It's a size 2X, perfect for Christmas, but they're light. They're not real heavy ones or anything. If you're smaller than a 2X, they've got the drawstring waist, so you can just pull it snug. But yeah, if you want in on the drawing, just comment PJs. Okay? Comment PJs, just the word PJs. If you want in on the drawing is at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. And we'll do the drawing then. You have to be present. You have to be on here to comment. If you're the winner. If you're not here, because what you have to do, that way you'll know if you won or not. So you can send me a private message with your address. So if you want in on the drawing for the Bigfoot PJ bottoms, it's bottoms only. Comment PJs. And hey guys, just a reminder, don't forget, hit the thumbs up button, hit that like button. Hey, Cole. I don't know what happened there. Oh, yeah, that shirt turned out pretty nice. I had sent Dave a t-shirt, special design, brand new design, and I'll be offering it this weekend in the group. And Dave's the first one. You know who will win, Phyllis? Well, so far we've got 13 people, for the drawing. Joe and Jeff, if you guys want in on the drawing for the PJ bottoms, comment PJs. Patty, are you coming to the camp out? If you're coming to the camp out, I won't need to mail you your t-shirt because you're getting one too. So no need to feel jealous, and Dave, no need to feel bad. Patty's getting one because Patty, she's always going to be. She's always been a good supporter of the organization, and yeah, she's getting one. Well, if you don't come, then I'll mail it to you. Yeah, I'll get it sent up to you. Okay, Joe, you're going to pass on the PJs. Okay. How about you, Jeff? Come on, Jeff. Comment PJs. Yeah, I'll be making those t-shirts available to purchase. I'll show better photos of them over the weekend. I'll probably get around to it Friday. And am I coming to Alabama? I wish I could, Superfly. But unfortunately, it's just too expensive right now. So I'll have to wait until next year. But as long as they're holding the meet and greet at Land Between the Lakes again, I'll be there. I'll be there in the spring. But Alabama, it's just a little bit too far and a little bit too expensive for me right now. So I really want to get down there, though. I really wish. Hey, Abby. Good to see you. You made it. How do you like your hoodie? Phyllis, you sing karaoke. Yeah, I know those hoodies they are awesome. So they're so soft. It just amazes me. They really are. Yep, in the spring. Yeah, comment. We've got PJs coming up. We've got a drawing tonight. And to win a pair of PJ bottoms, Bigfoot PJ bottoms, Okay, Abby. They come in one size only, 2X, but they've got a drawstring waist, so you can just snug it up so they'll fit. Okay, Abby, you're in the drawing. You're number 14. Okay, we're going to have the drawing in a few minutes. Joe, Debbie already has a pair. She's the one that bought these, and I think she already has a pair. Oh, you're a rock star on the coast. Cool. You're a karaoke queen. And my sister Debbie, she's a good singer. I'm fair. I used to sing in the church choir, and Debbie is a soloist at her church. I used to love to sing karaoke. We would have some Bigfoot meet and greets, and they would bring, a couple of them would bring a karaoke machine, and we would have fun. Few bottles of wine and karaoke, that went over well. They send you requests. Oh, cool. Yeah. Let me show them to you, Abby. That's what they look like. Christmas PJ bottoms, and see, they've got elastic waist, and they tie, so you can snug them up so they'll fit. That's how you got your start. Oh, karaoke. Oh, cool. So do you you sing professionally? Okay, in church. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I used to sing in the church choir, and loved it. Loved it very much. Now I don't, I had COVID back in 2019, so I don't have the wind, the lung power anymore. You would wear the crap out of those in Walmart. You would fit right in, but the problem is, Dave, you would have to let them hang down and show your plumber's crack. That's a must, for Walmart. And I don't think you have much of a butt, to hold them up. So you better snug them tight. Okay, you're putting your kid to bed, Jeff. Jeff, if you want to be in on the drawing for the PJ bottoms, just comment PJs. We're doing the drawing in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, guys. Not much buns, what? Yeah, if you don't have much, if you don't have buns to hold up your pants, your drawers, your drawers are going to hang down. And well, and that's the fashion for Walmart. You wear them so they hang low. No junk in your trunk. Yep, you got to you got to show plumber's crack whenever you go to Walmart. And So if you wear these to Wally World, make sure you let them hang low enough so that the plumber's crack showing. You go to the American Legion. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Dave don't have enough junk in the trunk to hold up his drawers. You need to put a few more notches in your belt. Yeah, our local American Legion. Let me see. I think it's once a month on Saturdays. They hold a breakfast, and where they have homemade pancakes, both regular pancakes and buckwheat pancakes, and applesauce and sausage, and coffee, tea, and it's year round. And I think my husband and I, we're always forgetting about it. We want to get in there and get in on that breakfast at the American Legion, but keep forgetting about it. But we love the local, whenever the churches put it on, with fire halls, especially this time of year, also September, October. They put on those buckwheat pancakes days. Get in on that, man. Love them. All right, we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to the draw. Oh, really? 1 minute. 1 minute to the drawing. Now I'm going to go over the names, and Jeff apparently is putting his kid to bed, so he did not comment PJ. So unless Jeff jumps in and comments PJs, he's not going to be in on the drawing. So number 1, make sure everyone makes note of this. And last chance, last call. If you want in on the drawing, comment PJs. Okay, number 1 is David Blaylock. Number 2, Sandra Piper. Number 3, Michelle. Number 4, Michael X. Number 5, Flat Rock. Number 6, John Lamb. Number 7, Cynthia Cox. Number 7, Phyllis. And I'm going to butcher your name, Mouchette Perry. Mouchette Perry. Number 9, Patty Fry. Number 10, Misty Haynes. Number 11, Greg House. Number 12, Superfly. Number 13, J.R. Haynes. Number 14, Abby House. So, guys, make note of your number. And the ones in here who are already friends, if you're not present, I can send them a heads up. Yeah, final countdown. All right, guys. Did you take note of your numbers? Again, last call. If you want in on the drawing, comment PJs. I'll show PJs one last time. If you want in on the drawing, comment PJs. It's for Bigfoot Christmas PJs. David, yep, you're number one. Okay, now I am on random.org website. I'm going to hold this up and hopefully it'll pick it up. There we go. Okay. You see, this will choose from 1 to 14. And I'll push the button, the generator button. It'll bring up a number. And whatever number that is, whoever has that number is the winner. All right, guys. Put Jeff in. Oh, did Jeff comment? Okay, Jeff, great. You're number 15. Woo, okay. Let me comment. Let me put this in. Jeff Yarrington. All right, let me adjust this number on here. That you snuck in, man, right at the last second, because I was about to hit that. All right, 1 through 15. Jeff, you are number 15. Okay, now see if this brings that up. Okay. Boy, there's... Try to get that. Yeah, Flat Rock is in on it. Okay. It's not going to focus because I want to make sure you guys can see the screen on this just to make it fair. Ooh, okay, maybe the angle that I'm holding it. Okay, there we go. All right. 1 through 15. Let me double check. 1 through 15. All right, I'm going to hit. No, I guess I didn't hit it hard enough. Okay. All right. I'm holding this up and I'll turn it. Number 14 is the winner. You see that, guys? 14 is the winner. Abby. Number 14 is Abby House. Abby is the winner. Congratulations, Abby. Yes. Hey. Luck of the draw. Yes, Abby. Congratulations. You're the winner. All right. You are one lucky gal. You really are. God bless you. Oh, now I have a couple more pairs of those PJ bottoms. Yeah, so if anyone wants to purchase a pair, I have a. I'll have to go upstairs and count. I don't know how many. I have at least one more pair up there. I'll figure out how much it would have to be plus shipping. So I'll let them go for cheap. $10 plus I think $6. I'm going by the weight of these. Yes, $6 in shipping. So if anyone wants to purchase a pair, $16. Just send me a private message and I'll send you either PayPal, CashApp, or Venmo. I'll send you that information. But congratulations, Abby. Oh, that's fantastic. Let your dad know. Let your dad and mom know that you won. You're one lucky gal. Here, I'll show this again. Number 14. You can see that, number 14. Oh, sorry, the screen gets washed out, but if I hold it tilted like that, you can see 14 on there. And number 14 is Abby. I'll even show you the paper that I have everyone's name written on. Number 14 is Abby. See that? Okay, so it's fair. I know. We love Abby. She is such a lucky, lucky gal. You didn't, yeah. Who knows? There were 15 chances, and congratulations, Abby. Yes, you are. You're a lucky charm. You're a little lucky charm. I swear. God bless you. Which reminds me, everyone, again, if anyone, take Abby to the casino. Yes, Abby, be able to use those as a Snuggie. I know she'll be swimming in those. She'll have to grow into them. Oh, you're going to give yours away. Hey, Abby, between you and me, make sure your dad isn't looking, but maybe you can put those away if you don't want them and give them to your dad for Christmas. Shh. But, or else you wear them because they're just cool. But anyway, guys, if anyone has a prayer request, comment below. You can just say unspoken prayer request, or else you can just say, a prayer request for a friend, or whatever, and we'll pray. Patty had asked for a prayer request last week for a friend of hers, who's a member of our group, that she was in very bad health, and she was asking a prayer request for them. And she let us know this evening that person passed away. So that's awful. And then Debbie Parker McGee asked for prayer request, unspoken prayer request. So we'll pray for her and for her prayer request. So comment. If you have something you want us to pray about. But let me know. And I knew there was something else I wanted to say also. My tomato plants they're horrible this year, really bad. And same with my pepper plants. I don't know what the heck's going on. But, I pulled, I don't know, a couple pounds. Yes, guys. Thank you, JR. Thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up. But tonight or this afternoon, I pulled the rest of my onions, my green peppers, the red tomatoes. I still have a ton of green tomatoes coming yet. I cut some Swiss chard, and I think that was it. Yeah, so what I plan on doing tomorrow is I'll make some tomato relish. I'll can. I've got a couple pint jars, half pint jars, and I'll can some half pints of tomato relish. I got a recipe for it, and you just you cook those together until, you keep your tomatoes in chunks. The next drawing, Abby, will be at the end of September. Let me pull up the date for, or October. Yeah, no, September. That will be September 2025. September 25 will be the next drawing. We do it at the end of the month. But I found a recipe for tomato relish, and it included Swiss chard. You cook up the Swiss chard, and you take them off the stem, of course. Cook those down along with cooking the onions and the peppers, and just leave everything chunky and mix in some Italian seasoning. Yeah, Abby's ready for her next win. And I have no idea what the next prize will be. Something that Abby will like. We love you, Abby. We do. And we're so happy for you. So happy. You're just a good luck charm. You really are. Everybody's going to want to take you to the casino. Okay, yeah. A lot for canning, but not many for eating. Yeah, I've got a ton of Roma tomatoes, and not too many regular big boy tomatoes, but that's the way I planned it. In fact, the big boy tomatoes are kind of taking on characteristics of the Roma tomatoes, I think, and they're becoming more meaty rather than, I don't know, seedy or whatever, which is good. And I think next year what I'll do is I'll purposely plant the big boy tomatoes along with in the same beds as the Roma tomatoes. Yeah, blight. Okay, it killed your tomatoes, peppers, even squash. Yeah. Wow. Cedar trees put off a blight. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what it is. They cross-pollinate, Patty. I was trying to think of the word, but yeah, the big boy tomatoes, they're I guess they cross-pollinated with the Roma tomatoes, and they're taking on some of the Roma characteristics. So next year I plan on mixing them in with the Roma tomatoes. Okay, Dave, thank you so much for joining us, and love ya, and see you next week. God bless. And tell you what, guys, hey, it's 9:30. And we really should shut down now anyways, because I think we're just about done. But yeah, I do want to say a quick prayer, though, for the unspoken prayer request, and for Patty's friend who passed. So, Heavenly Father, we thank you for all of your blessings and everything that you've done for us. We pray that you will bless everyone on here, that you'll reach down your hand and touch them with your love. We pray for Debbie and her unspoken prayer request, that you will help whatever's going on. We pray for Patty's friend who passed, for their family, for their friends, for their soul, that they did pass on to you and that they are in your arms. We pray for the health of everyone on here. We pray for the strength to carry on and for our future, for our country. And we pray that you will watch over us and keep us safe. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, good night, guys. God bless. And we will see you next Wednesday, same time, same bat channel. Love y'all. Monkey Wench out.